handful of olive oil and spread it throughout your dry hair. Make sure you get your edges deep in the roots, kind of like scrub it in a little bit. Get it all over the top and through the bottom. Just make sure you spread it throughout your hair evenly. Take a comb and like part your hair and like put more olive oil and make sure your hair is dry. By the time you're done with that, like your hair is going to feel really kind of oily and gross, but don't worry about it. For the blow drying process, I would suggest using a wide tooth comb only because it'll make things easier, like separating your hair. And that looks like this, if you guys can see it. These brushes, one of these, then that's good too because that'll like make sure your hair is evenly dried out while you're blow drying your hair. And just brush and blow dry at the same time. Okay, so I finished blow drying my hair. Now just basically run your fingers through your hair just to see if you've gotten everything. If you didn't get everything, make sure you go back with your blow dryer and go back through it, because what's going to happen is if it's still wet or damp and you straighten your hair, you're going to have this sizzling and then your hair gets fried and it's not attractive and it doesn't feel good or anything. Hey guys, checking in on you. Okay, so just so you know, I use olive oil because one, it makes your hair grow really well. 2, it's completely natural, so you're not putting any harsh chemicals in your hair. 3, it makes it really shiny. And 4, it makes it very manageable. For instance, after I'm done with my hair, if I want to spike it, instead of putting gel in my hair, I use, like, I'll keep the olive oil in it for when I straightened it and wherever, and then I'll just, like, look, pretty much do that and it stays. Like, there's nothing more that you really need, but that's just a personal preference. Some people use, like, coconut oil or whatever. If you like putting chemical in your hair, then you be my guest, but I'm just not into it. Basically, I don't know if you guys can see it, but here's how my hair is already looking over here in the back and everything. And then I'll check with you in a little bit. So I've gotten all of my hair straightened, but as you guys might be able to tell, it's still a little bit puffy. That's when you start using if you're using a hot comb, that's when you'll use it. A hot comb looks like this. See? And it has a little switch on it and everything for like temperature on and off and all that stuff. I use it to get closer to my roots. I don't know if you can see, but if you look, you might be able to see my roots are still kind of like not awesome, not straight. That's when I use it. It's really easy to use. I've been using it pretty much all of my life, so that's why I prefer it. It's also a good method for if you are trying to get your roots. The only problem is, like, you need to trust yourself with the hot comb. If you don't, you may end up burning your scalp and then you're gonna get scared and never want to use it again. I've been using it all of my life, so I don't have a problem with it. And if you guys do have one but don't know how to use it, I will show you in a moment, okay? Okay guys, I'm going to show you how to use this hot comb, this right here. Okay, so what you're going to want to do is, what I do is I start from up here and I work my way downwards just to make sure everything's straight. Grab a section of your hair and then you're going to want to grab the hot comb. It'd be easier if you do this in a mirror. I'm trying to do this to you guys because I'm videotaping off of my iPod. But basically, you're going to get really close to the roots and then basically just comb through your hair. Same with up here. Just comb through your hair. And remember, you do want to get close to your roots, so don't like put put the temperature up to like 400 unless you know that you can stand it. At that temperature, you could also potentially end up burning your hair, which is something you're trying to avoid. And then just comb through your hair with the hot comb like you normally do. Make sure you get like the sides, because you do want to make all of your hair as straight as you possibly can. And then don't rush with it. Don't try to be Speedy Gonzalez and go through it, because that could end up doing a bad job. Okay, I go up in the back sometimes to like get, if you have a little bit of hair in the back, to get that. I don't know if you guys can see that actually. Then just keep combing through your hair. It's not a hard process. People make it harder than it has to be. Watch out for ears, because you don't want to get your ears burnt. See? Ow, pulled up my hair. But yeah, get as close as possible to your roots. And a hot comb, it's awesome because it straightens and combs at the same time, and that's always pretty awesome. So do that. Get your bangs. Make sure I get my bangs. And it's okay if after you hot comb it, it like kind of shoots out, because basically you're just gonna take a comb to it later and make it go down. But there's that. Okay, and then take a comb. After that, you take a comb and just regularly comb down your hair. See, and then by this time, your hair is going to be really soft. It's going to be really manageable. Well, my hair is. Yours should be too. Should be really soft and manageable. And then, like I was saying earlier, if you like spike your hair like me, just put it up. Maybe tease it just a little bit. See, tease it a little bit, spike it outward. And there you go, you have my hair. If you have any questions, make sure you just leave a comment. If you want to post a video about this, then be my guest.